Okay, guys. So the first step for you to edit your Fade Idle music for this week is to actually go online and download Audacity. So we are going to go to our browsers. It could be any browser. And just go type on the address bar. This is the address bar here on the top. And type, sorry, google.com and go to google.com for your search. Okay, you could have put it on the address bar directly, but this doesn't work with other browsers. It only works with Google. Okay, or in the search box that we got initially, but I'm doing this considering everybody. So when we're in google.com, put in the search field here Audacity. Okay. And that obviously is going to bring that description, which we see here. And then it should have brought up this link at audacityteam.org. And that's the one you want. You can go directly, if you're seeing download, go directly to download here. Okay. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to where it says download and click there. So this takes you to the Audacity download page. Now, a little bit of an explanation on kinds of software. Just know that this is an open source software. What does that mean? You have two basic kinds of software. Proprietary, which is any software for which you have to pay, kind of like Adobe, different Adobe programs like Photoshop or Premiere or Word, Excel, those kind of software. Now, it could be that they come with your computer. That doesn't mean that nobody paid for them. It just means that probably the manufacturer of the computer paid a flat license fee to be able to offer you those softwares with your computer. So anyway, that's proprietary. Now, the other kind is open source, and that is what Audacity is, which means that it is free. You don't have to pay anything for it. And this is a very secure site. Audacity is used a lot by people everywhere. So don't worry about bugs or anything like it. Here we have different platforms. Okay, if you have a Windows computer, being a PC, right? Pretty much a home computer that is not a Mac. Don't worry about Linux. Nobody here is going to be using a Linux computer. And that was this one down here. So if you have a Windows computer, you're going to download this one. Okay? And then just follow the steps that your computer prompts to install the software. That's going to be different for everybody depending on your computer settings. If you have a Mac, any kind of Mac, this is the one that you're going to use. Okay, and obviously this one is saying that you need OS 10 or more, right? So make sure you have the latest operating software for Mac. Well, not the latest, but 10. 10. And for Windows-based PCs, this is the one you need to have. Windows Vista, XP, and this is the date of release. So since I have a Mac, I'm going to click on Audacity. Okay. and that's going to take me to where the software is. Okay. Now, this is your software. It's got to be a .dmg file for Macs, and for Windows, your program is going to be a .exe, which means executable file. Okay. This is a previous version here, .dmg, but this is a screen reader. Okay. And this is a zip file. So really the one we want is Audacity 2.1.3, and you're going to click on it. Now, my computer is set up to always cue me as to where to install or where to download the software. So in my case, I have a folder, and it's on the server for all my programs. And if you see here, it's called applications, and I'm going to go, because this particular version is just an exclusively Mac version. That's where I have my files. I'm going to Mac and Audacity, and this is a newer version, so I'm actually going to download and save the file here. Okay, so right now it's being saved. See that? This is a cue from your browser, in this case, Google. And when you see it resolved, it means that the software has been downloaded. Now, if you don't have your computer set up like I have mine to cue you as to where to save the files, your files are going to be on your downloads folder right here. So just know that that's where you need to go and look for it. A lot of times you can see it here in the taskbar in the bottom. I have it removed because I don't need it there. So after you have downloaded your software, and in Windows, it will cue you sometimes as to download or run. I always like to keep copies of the software I download. And that's why I have that applications folder, because things happen, stuff gets discontinued, versions might have problems, so I can always delete and reinstall the last software. So I'm going to go to my applications folder. Most of you will be going to your downloads folder. And on Windows, you're probably running the application already for installation. So go to Mac and Audacity. And then what you do, and I'm expanding that window so you can see, this is the latest release. As you can see, I have older versions here, right? 0.5, then 1.0, and this is 1.3. And those releases are usually fixing bugs that the software has had. So I'm going to double click again. And the computer is verifying the source. There we go, and now it's opening the software. Now, before we go to the next step, just be aware that if your security settings are placed way too high, you might need to edit them just in case Mac Security is blocking the installation of this program, or it tells you it can open it because it doesn't recognize the source. So just know that. Anyway, what you're going to do is you're going to drag the Audacity icon right into your applications folder. See that? Down on the right, and then just drop it. And if you see this little bar, it's queuing for the installation. And then, just go and open. And let's see, where's my Audacity folder? It's right here. Now, since I had another version, my version is showing two different ones, and it's created a folder for it. But just click and open, and voila, your software is running and you're ready to edit. So we're going to stop this step here, and then we are going to continue with the next part, which is how to edit your software. I'm sorry, your track.